Hi, my name is Eli, the founder of Melanated Ventures Production. At MVP, my role is the lead colorist that specializes in color grading both standard dynamic range SDR and high dynamic range HDR video standards. My approach to color grading is based off of color theory and a deep understanding of storytelling. Each project at MVP I undertake is treated with the utmost attention to detail where I work towards achieving and over exceeding clients' expectations. As a colorist, what I really enjoy about color grading is the pre color grading, which is the time you spent with a director to obtain as much information as possible. During this time, you are creating a storyboard and a color palette to help guide you in the color grading process. The other side to that is working side by side with camera operators or a DP to ensure that they are capturing the best rendition of a given project so that you have the best flexibility in post to provide the best grade possible. SDR or standard dynamic range is a standard version of videos most people watch on their TV, their laptops, their tablets, and even their cell phones, where the nit brightness typically ranges from 100 to 300 nits. HDR or high dynamic range has transformed the way audience experience visual media, offering a wider range of colors, greater contrast, and more detail in highlights and specular highlights. For HDR, the peak brightness is above 100 nits and can range up to 1,000 to 4,000 and even higher nits. I was fortunate to obtain some raw footage from Washington Media. Washington Media is an automotive filmmaker and photographer. My goals was to provide a premium quality color grade to their footage and demonstrate the power of collaboration with a colorist. My creative intent when working with Washington Media was to bring more attention to the Nissan GTR, which was colored a gray paint, and I wanted to remove the attention from the background. With my color grade, I was hoping to, and I am hoping to, bring a level of extra mood to the video and showing once again the importance of how a theoretical, deep understanding of color grade can actually bring a little bit more creativity and a little bit more oomph behind a given video project. There was a few things that I've noticed when working with this particular video from Washington Media. The first thing I've noticed, and I can only assume, was that the video was not white colored balance. The problem with that was the raw version of the video had a pink tint to it. So I had to color correct and rebalance the colors to create a standard version of the video. After I balanced out the RGBs to create a standard looking grade, I was able to then start the color grading process to create the more moodier, creative version of the video. The other problem that I noticed was that based off off of where the car was driving, geographically speaking, sometimes the car was hitting harsher light. And so the problem with harsher light onto a camera lens is that it causes the subject at hand to lose a lot of detail. When you lose that much detail for a given subject, it's harder to grade in post. And so your image looks subpar or the image just looks damaged. And so for those particular clips, I actually had to remove them. Luckily for me, Washington Media records essentially long versions of videos, so you have a lot of wiggle room to possibly remove damage or not so favorable clips and still work with a large remaining length of the raw footage that was recorded. What you'll see is two versions of the same video, where one version will be the transition video. Basically, it's going to be a transition video from the before, which is the raw version of the video, to the after, the final color grade that I provided to the video. Generally, my videos will show you a transition, whether it goes from top to bottom, side to side, or diagonal across the screen, indicating once again the before, the rawest version of the video, may even be logged, but the not so favorable graded version of the video, to then the fully graded version of the video based off of what I figured would look good for the audience. And so I say that so you can be aware that what you're seeing is just the work, or a small version of the work that I did, because there's more to it, but you can see the before and after. The next version of the video, or the second video that I usually make, is just my edited version of providing the finished color grade, but showing how they all fit into an actual cohesive video. Now, Washington Media has graded their own videos and it looks good to me, but from what I know as a colorist, it can be even greater. And one thing I'm hoping from this is that my grades can be recognized from Washington, where we can collaborate for future projects, so that I can enhance his work. I hope you guys enjoy. My name is Eli, the owner of Melanated Ventures, MVP. Thank you.